We're going to see Star Wars.
You're so stoked.
I'm like a little kid in a candy shop. I made a new stop in this building for work today. It's the weirdest thing when you go to like a new place. Like this building, there's 4 different buildings. I was told to go to building 1. I wasn't sure which one was building 1, and then once I got into building 1, I had to find suite 200. So it was this odd, like, just being in a new place and just uncomfortable. But the good news for today is that the new Star Wars Rogue One movie comes out tonight, 10 p.m. I'm seeing it. I could not be more excited. I think this is the most excited I've been for a movie like ever. Like, I was really excited for Star Wars last year when The Force Awakens came out, really excited, but for some reason, I don't know if I'm just like more into Star Wars now than I was. I don't know how that's possible, or because Force Awakens was so good, I'm so excited for Rogue One, but I am pumped. And also, Ashley and I are going on a double date tonight with our friends the Betancourts, so that should be fantastic. And then it's great because I'm back in Atlanta. I've been away from the city because I haven't had class, so it's great to be going back into the city today to work. I never thought I'd be saying that. Now that we have a Christmas tree, we have to decorate the Christmas tree. So we're getting all of the stuff down. We did realize though that the tree itself has a very large bald spot.
It's a little weird too.
We're gonna make it work.
Yep.
We're gonna make it work.
It's like the drought hit and it stopped growing branches for a while and then it decided to start growing again.
Yeah.
This one's weird. Look at it, how long it is.
That is a little odd.
We're gonna have to
We can trim that.
We just cut it here.
So amongst all of the Charlie Brown trees, this was the least Charlie Brown,
Yeah.
but it's still a Charlie Brown tree.
Yeah. So shove it in between the wood. It doesn't work.
Oh, is it broken?
Yeah.
So is that like, is the dried blood where the stitches are?
Yeah.
That's where the incision is.
So
That's
made
where he
the
took-
incision all up, down that way.
He took the piece of his, was it cartilage or skin?
He
That's
took
where he did the
some,
graft.
A graft.
he took some of the
What do they call
tissue
it?
from the muscle on the side of my head,
Put it
put it
in.
over my eardrum.
Man, and they like actually peeled your ear back.
Yes.
Ugh. Ooh. Is it feeling better today though?
Yeah.
More so the pain meds are...
The drugs help.
Alright, you guys go.
Ready, ready?
Bye, have fun. Bye.
You really can't even like put it on. You need like a burner.
So they have a burger called The Sink, and it's literally just put on whatever they want. You've got turkey and ham, you've got rice, you've got pesto, you've got bacon, all sorts of things. Alright, Ashley, it's happening. We're going to see Star Wars.
You're so stoked.
I'm like a little kid in a candy shop.
You're rebels, aren't you?
Save the rebellion! Save the dream!
It's the day after I have seen Rogue One. I wanted to give myself some time to think about the movie because this is a movie that I had to think about. So here is another segment of Rogue One, a Star Wars story, or as I just call it, Star Wars Rogue One. I don't know why they I know why they did like a Star Wars story, but I think it should have been Star Wars Rogue One. Just straight off the top, I am not going to give any spoilers in this. I'm going to try my best to avoid them, just for those of you who have not seen the movie yet. This is more so just me pleading with you to see this movie. This is one of my favorite Star Wars movies ever. Star Wars Rogue One is the story, if you've seen episode 4, which I hope you have, A New Hope, this is like the first Star Wars movie ever made. In the opening crawl of that movie, it says that some rebels stole the plans to the Death Star, which is eventually destroyed in A New Hope. Well, this is the story of those rebels who go to steal the plans to the Death Star, who our main character, Jyn Erso, her father is the one who designed and helped to create the Death Star. It's just a story of her and a group of rebels going to steal the plans to get them to the rebellion, which we see in episode 4. This movie ties in perfectly. It's got a lot of moments that just like reference the prequels, that reference A New Hope. It has fantastic moments that are memorable. It has probably my favorite Star Wars moment ever. It has fantastic space battles. It has fantastic character moments. It just straight off the bat is a much darker tone. It's very adult. A lot of the Star Wars movies lean more towards like going towards kids. This one definitely leans towards going for adults. This is more like people are saying it puts the war in Star Wars. I don't like that cliche, but it's true. But it's got a lot of great moments, especially like Darth Vader's in the film, Tarkin's in the film. There's a lot of characters who are in the later film that appear in this one, and it literally leaves you 15 minutes, like if not sooner than that, before A New Hope starts. So it leaves you right, like you can't watch this movie and then not want to watch A New Hope, because it leaves you perfectly in the, like, it's perfect. At least that aspect of it. There are a few things in this movie I wasn't a big fan of. It's been in the news recently for moviegoers that this movie was not going to have an opening crawl. So all Star Wars movies have the and it has Star Wars, and then you have a bunch of words that you have to read, and it gives you like this is what's happening in the story so far, and this is where we're going to put you into it. Well, this movie, which is not a spoiler because it's been in the news, does not have that. It doesn't have a crawl. It literally just says, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and then and you're right into the movie. No opening crawl. I thought that was a mistake. This movie definitely needed an opening crawl. There's a book that came out a few weeks ago called Catalyst, a Rogue One novel. It is like the prequel to this movie. This book alone, I didn't finish it. I got pretty far into it. I did not finish it, but this book alone, if you read that book before you watch this movie means so much more. And this is not necessarily a knock on the movie because it stands alone without the book. You don't need to read the book to understand the movie. But if you read the book, the movie will make a lot more sense. Because this is definitely a Star Wars movie that appeals to hardcore Star Wars fans. It's got a lot of stuff in there that hardcore Star Wars fans will notice, but the casual viewer, maybe that's you, will also enjoy this film. I brought Ashley with me. Ashley really enjoyed the movie. She thought it was great, and she's only seen 1.5 Star Wars movies. If I talk any longer, I am going to spoil this movie because I love it a lot, and I just want to talk to people about it. And my family hasn't seen it yet, and only Ashley's seen it, so I can't like talk about it with people. So I wanted to talk about it with you guys, but I can't because I don't want to spoil it. So I'm gonna leave you guys here. I give the movie a 4.5 out of 5. It is not perfect at all. There's some minor issues like not having a crawl. There's a lot of people who are saying like the soundtrack was off because John Williams didn't do the soundtrack. So there are definitely things in this movie that were not the best, but this movie overall is, I can't really figure out, I need to view it a few more times before I can rank it amongst the other Star Wars films, but I enjoyed this movie a lot, and I think you will too. So before it gets spoiled, go see it like now. So that will be that's gonna be it for the vlog today. Thank you for joining me in this very Star Wars vlog, and go see the movie. That's about it. So choose virtue, choose life. So long for now.
So you gotta mark it, make sure you get the right ear.
I know, that'd be terrible if they did the whole